Okay, we good? We good? Hey everybody, welcome back to Sly 2 Band of Thieves. We're just doing some final setup, so just bear with me. Okay, so that little short, which is on the style of Slide 1, you can watch by going to the first episode and hitting the square button when the prompt comes up. And here we go. Menace in the North Woods, eh?
Things just weren't right up in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds, and the Northern Lights, well, they just weren't right. One night they'd be brighter than ever, and the next, gone. In Nunavut Bay, I overheard talk between Jean Besson and his mysterious partner Arpeggio. Somehow, those two are behind it all. Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy. By simply following the lights, we were led north to an immense lumber camp. The sheer number of fallen trees advertised Jean Besson's presence and that he was in possession of the clockwork talons. The Thievius Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack like Besson could clear a forest in hours while wielding the artifacts. Those talons have got to go. both to finally do away with clockwork and to save the environment from his twisted sense of progress. The world just doesn't need to make space for another strip mall.
Alright. There's the reduction bomb. Now that health extractor, then I can get a trophy.
Okay, so here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's blip is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean Bisson. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his blip.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talents off Jean Bisson. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos, I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cave. It can now separate into two smaller caves, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice. Just jump and hit the circle button to dig in.
Okay, one of the trophies, you need to break like 5 outhouses. Let me check real quick. Yeah, just destroy 5 outhouses. And then, once I get the health extractor, we'll try that out in this level.
It's good to see my Cade upgrade perform so well in the field. Now scout the area. I could really use the reconnaissance.
Alright, that's one. And a gold nugget. Whoop. Two.
This place is bear country, all right. Interesting. He's putting out a slight radio signature.
Ooh. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Who lives in a pineapple under a pineapple under a pineapple in the sea? Ow! Oh, 3 outhouses. Nowhere to go. Okay, you need to get up close and personal, apparently.
Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while.
Ow! Now, what is the point of saw blades up here? I don't know what I just saw. Whatever that red was, I do not want to see it again.
John Bison's house. The lair of the beast. The den of evil. The epicenter of ecological destruction.
Ah, that's what it was. Yeah, because I just carry gold bullion in my back pocket. That's a completely sensible thing to do. It's like carrying your wallet in a credit card.
Fascinating. My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat. It must be piloted by computer. Okay, that should do it. Now for the real point of interest. Head for that lighthouse and try to find a way to sneak in.
Topaz! Bam! I'll work on it later.
That door seems to be locked from the inside. Try to find another way in.
a beam. Alright, we're in.
Just looking at that spinner makes me dizzy. I was right. The entrance is barred from the inside. That's the battery charger, but where's the battery Arpeggio's coming to pick up? Might as well get a shot of old Jean Bisson. Oh, Sly, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, John. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the Clockwork Talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who am I kidding, eh? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is, yeah.
Head back to the safe house. We need to talk about these lumberjack games. Well, guys, Jean Bisson has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the Clockwork Talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC Combat Club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean Bisson's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work. The wild bears in the area have been tagged with radio tracking devices. If you can snag enough of them, we should be able to set up a receiver array around Jean Bisson's house.
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
The first step is crawling into that bear cave and stealing the goods.
I'm on it.
The radio transmitters have all been tagged in their mouths. You'll have to sneak up and pickpocket it while they're yawning.
Sounds safe.
Stay clear of the thin, crackly ice. Walking on it is sure to wake the bears.
I'll keep that in mind.
Only you could have pulled that off. Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step. Only you could have pulled that off. Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step.
Okay, fuck that bear cave.
To form a receiver array, you'll have to place the radio transmitters in precise locations around Jean Bisson's base of operations.
Seems easy enough.
Once you're in position, hit the circle button to place the transmitter.
Yogi Bear is about to have himself some raccoon ass. Hey, boo-boo, it's Snuffy. I'm about to gobble her up. Or something like that. I don't know. Point being, raccoon don't like bear. But raccoon do like shiny. Nope, nope. God damn it. Anus. Well, that guy is, dying.
Nice work. The array's up and running.
So something to mention about the laser cutting mission. I think I mentioned this before, but if you go back, the interact icon for the laser switch will still be active. And if you activate it and kill yourself while you're in the area, it'll restart the second half of this level. Be quick. Okay, jump, 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 jump. Ooh, buddy. Okay, I think the other clues are behind me in the back of the map. My apologies if you can hear the crunching. Oh, snack. Handicaps. It's like chips, but not as bad for you. Alright, I got all the clue bottles. I can now make my way over. Thanks for the jewelry. And thank you for letting me wring out your wallet.
Unfortunately, it's frozen deep in an ice wall.
How are we supposed to get to it? Wait for more global warming?
That industrial laser is used to cut through petrified logs. If it could be bounced out that window, with your help, I should be able to harness its energy to melt the ice wall and free the bug.
How do I redirect that thing?
There should be a switch on the other side of this wall. Throw it and then head outside.
Hey, peanuts!
If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, then the combination has got to be 583.
Alright, new move. Not really sure how I feel about this one. Yeah, it's cool, but...
Gadzooks, that's a nice one.
I can achieve the same effect with voltage attack and the spin attack.
Attention all you fellas working the sawmill. Make sure you keep a steady watch. A prowler's been spotted. We cannot afford to have anything happen to our log cutting equipment. Particularly that laser-type saw blade. We're gonna need it when
You know, as bad as Zombie-san is, he's actually not a bad guy. So yeah, this is the switch. It should still be active.
You've done it! The laser's been redirected out the window.
Yeah, that's still active.
Now to get that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
Scrap. To anyone who is watching this, just a heads up, this is the mission you can glitch to restart the level at the halfway point. Alright, during the intermission for the next wave of the level, I'm going to take a quick pee break and I'll be right back.
Stand clear, Sly. Something else is coming out of the deep freeze. I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life, so ready to live. So much for
Cheer up, pal. We got the log chopping guide.
Okay, you know what I said about waiting for the intermission? I kind of got to go now, so be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, right, we need to get back to the safe house. Oh, but before that, we can do the thing with Bentley. Wizard of Chaos. Use all 3 items on a single guard. And something you might notice, another trophy to do is to get all the loot. I'm gonna wait until the end of the game.
That stream through camp's looking full of fish. Maybe it's time I built me a cannery. Those no-good, lazy petticoat guards of mine. I should give them all the switch for not catching them prowlers.
But point being, I can get Mega Jump at the end of the game. And with Mega Jump, getting around and getting all the stuff will be a lot easier.
Rumor has it that several off-duty guards meet in that cabin for an RC combat club.
This is going to be great. I haven't been in any RC combat since that job we pulled in Istanbul. It was awesome.
What could the Coopers possibly be doing, the Cooper gang possibly be doing in Istanbul? Probably fighting off Bald Bull.
Combat Club without a disguise. That old moosehead should do the trick. Only there's no way for you to get up there. Hide out in this barrel while I send in Sly to steal the head. Sly, if you can get the stuffed moosehead without being detected, Murray should be able to join the RC Combat Club without raising any suspicion.
Yeah, except the fact he's completely pink. Oh, you don't need that extra paycheck. I'll just take that off your hands. Thank you. What was that for your wife's ring? Aw, too bad. Cheeky breakies. Putting those breakable bottles, which, by the way... Ow! Should not be breakable. They're glass bottles. Why would stepping on them break them? Dangerous blades. Ooh. And now there's this. You know, Cap. It's funny you're in this episode with this villain who's an eco-terrorist. He's chopping down forest by the hundredth deforestation. Round two. And remember, the power is yours! Little PSA for me. Recycling is a very real thing, people. And if you do not want prices on everyday goods such as canned items and, you know, paper goods to rise, recycle. We won't need to buy or make more. I'm pretty sure that fire doesn't exactly help with deforestation. I think it makes it worse. Yes, I shall stop deforestation by burning all the trees. Excellent. No one can pollute if there's nothing to pollute with. God, I really should get the Captain Planet box set at some point. Captain Planet's such a wild show. I think the first I've seen of Captain Planet was that shark episode. You know, where Mati gets, you know, spooked because of sharks, and it's like... You watch this I forget his name, he works with, what's his name? Loot and Plunder. Yeah, I know. I did a review on one of the Season 6 episodes. 7 seasons, not one Christmas special. Actually, there was this club I went to as a kid in the Baltimore Aquarium where, you know, you look at the fish and, you know, you learn things. They showed us the shark episode of Captain Planet. And when I saw this guy, you know, chop off the fins of sharks... Well, I mean, heart isn't the most useless. I mean, if you can change a person down to their soul, you know, make them reconsider, then it's probably the most powerful thing. Because, sure, anyone can point a ring and shout fire and light something ablaze. Anyone can send the earth asunder just by pointing at it with a magic ring. The hearts of man are the most difficult thing to change. That's why it's, you know, the key to Captain Planet.
Murray, heads up.
Now, why the villains were content on being locusts, or why Baron Greebly needed to be continuously reminded that polluting is bad, even when it almost killed his son, is beyond me.
Hey, fellas, any of you guys think you can beat the the moose? Maybe put a bet on it.
Oh, I'm in, eh? I ain't got a lot of money for this wager, but there's no way I'd lose to a new guy like you, huh?
Okay, I'm pretty sure a guy called Captain Planet couldn't really use the power of the moon and the sun. Especially considering once you left Earth, you lost most of your powers.
Down the X button for gas. After you collect the fallen ammo, press the square button to fire its turret. Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the turret while you're stopped.
Okay, this is completely fair. I mean, you're okay. I mean, when Earth and Heart are blasted off planet, you don't expect him to keep the powers of the planet. Okay, I guess you're doing this now. Oh, I guess he blew himself up.
I ain't got no money.
That might be okay. It all depends.
Depends on what?
On whether or not you know the location of the Northern Light battery.
Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
Yeah, this game's on PS4 now. You can get it for like $10. Canada's got a lot of great stuff. Ketchup-flavored chips is something I never expected.
After reading through the log shopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat. Now, I've constructed a plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which Sly will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light battery is hidden in a silo nearby. The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blimp. First, we'll short the battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I've only been to Canada once, and that was, Niagara Falls. I don't know, is good up in Canada? I mean, it's like, America's apparently planning to make Greenland and Canada the 51st and 2nd states. Which, I mean, I'm not against it, but when you have both the landmass of Canada and North America under your belt, you kind of look like you can throw your weight around. It's like a little scared Cold War II is going to start. But that's just me being political. Honestly, I think we're all better off Canada being left alone.
Why don't those lazy, dumb beavers know their place? They ain't finding no work on this old sawmill.
Everyone's pretty much happy as the world is now. No need to expand it anymore. Ow! Thank you, bear.
If we're gonna get an eagle egg, you'll first have to destroy all the local oil mains.
It looks pretty sturdy. The Murray is strong, but his fists can't punch through metal.
No problem. See that old bear down there? His name is Grizzleface. The guards ignore him because he's blind and practically nerve dead, except for his sense of smell. If that old guy smells fish, there's no stopping him. Use Grizzleface to take out the oil mains.
But I don't smell like fish. Do I? How can I lure him around?
Bentley's taken up a post along the river. He'll keep tossing bombs into the water, and the fish should get blown sky high. Plenty should land near your position.
So you want me to throw a fish at the oil mains so that old Grizzleface will knock him apart?
That's the idea. You might even try throwing fish at the guards. Might improve their odor.
Call me crazy, but bombing for fish can't be good for the environment.
Nice work. Trot old Grizzleface over to the next oil main by luring him with fish. That bear can run pretty fast. He's on the way.
And you know what? I'm just going to go on record and say I'd very much prefer DVDs. To quote my favorite Satan, I ain't gonna pay for something I can't hold with my own two hands. Sure, it's convenient to have it on the go, but when I'm home, you know, just relaxing, it's like I want to watch what I want to fucking watch. It's like if I want to watch a whole season of Dr. Stone, I don't want to have to like buy 80 subscriptions just to find it. Granted, bundling kind of helps this problem, but still. Contracts can expire, and, what's it called? Geo-blocking. And you know, on the notion of ecological, I am so disgusted with how these giant glaciers that were like, it's like that was the modern Marvel. It's like these giant things have been here for all this time, and people just didn't listen. Now the polar bears are out of house and home. Ow! Now, polar bears are out of house and home, the Arctic caps are melting, and soon we're all gonna be in fucking Waterworld with Kevin Costner. But did we listen? No, we were just too busy with what concerned us now. And then, so, zootosis came out. You know, the one where people are infecting zoo animals with parasites. So, apparently, these parasites came from this deep glacier. And then what comes on my Twitter feed next is, oh wow, some dumb schmuck is drinking glacier water, and I can't wait for him to mutate because he just decided to drink pure glacier water. It's like, Apparently no one gave him the memo that bacteria could survive when it's frozen. That prehistoric bacteria is fresh.
Grizzleface is moving towards your position.
Solid work, Murray. Now that the oil lines are exposed, Sly's all set up for a paragliding job off the lighthouse.
If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside.
To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery.
Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat.
Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook.
Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery?
3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position.
Finally, I get the easy gig.
I'm all set to throw you to that boat. These days, my aim is impeccable.
Murray, you're not gonna do anything? Gee, Murray, what a big fucking help that was.
I'm all set to throw you to that boat. These days, my aim is impeccable.
Now to hack the steering controls.
Oh! Oh!
I'm already on top of the silo. Shoot the grappling hook up to me, and I'll make sure it's attached to the battery. The hook's in place. You guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing.
Okay, really, Murray? And number 2. Alright, boats are moving.
The second hook's in place. One more grapple line to go, and this thing will be on empty.
Alright. Tell me, would any of you like to see me platinum Sly 3? There's no way I'm playing Sly 1 again. Ms. Ruby's Lair has pretty much dissuaded me from ever completing that game again.
I was wondering what happened to that guy. Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
Alright, last boat. Boat. Oh, that's a new one.
That did it. With the battery chamber empty, we'll be all set to move in.
Well, that's something. Our moose just walked up to a turtle and pimp slapped it. I was going to the wrong mission.
That lighthouse is the conduit for collecting the northern lights. We need to shut it down, or the silo battery will continue to fill with energy, making it impossible for us to stow away inside.
So, you want me to go in there and bust the thing up? Sounds like work for Murray.
Actually, this job will require all three of our skills. The front door is locked, and you're the only one capable of climbing up to the hatch on top. Once inside, sneak down to the ground floor and let us in. We'll help you finish the job.
All right, see you on the ground floor.
Nice climbing, Sly. You've made it up to the hatch.
Bitch! Okay, I got that out of my system.
Hey there, all you boys working the lighthouse. The lumberjack games are a-coming, so make sure to practice up on your arm, chalk, ice fall, climbing, and log rolling. This is a great event.
Clearly, I can't just jump down. Oh, Bentley, you smartass, you got me killed.
Thanks, pal. Just let me at that Northern Light attractor. It'll be slag in minutes.
Not quite that simple, Murray. I'll reverse the energy flow from the control computer while you lift the main circuit breaker. That should give Sly a short window of opportunity to climb up the power lines and overload the system from the top.
Up, down, up, down. They should put an elevator in this place.
Get climbing, Sly. We can't keep this thing reversed forever.
Yeah, this is heavier than it was.
the Lumberjack games, we'll need to enlist the help of the giant Canadian eagles. Their nest is out on that iceberg. Steal one of the eggs, and then bring it safely back to the safe house. We'll use it to direct the eagle's protective instincts against Bisson.
Sure, sounds easy enough. Except for the part where I have to swim a half a mile through freezing water.
Why swim when you can paraglide? With the oil mains all destroyed, the pent-up combustible materials have just caught fire.
I see.
That also does not seem very eco-friendly.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close and old Grizzleface will be eating barbecued raccoon for dinner.
That's a charming image, Bentley.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly. Excellent job. If you could get that eagle egg back to the safe house, we'll be all set for the lumberjack games.
Of freaking course.
Great work, Sly.
The Lumberjack Games are upon us. Now, despite Murray's study of the log chopping guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat Jean Basson at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let Basson up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the eagle egg into his trousers, and the protective parents should disturb his axe swings. Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep Basson from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines. And finally, I'll represent our team in the log rolling competition. With my knowledge of rotational mechanics, we're sure to get a stupendous score. Sly will be in charge of greasing Basson's logs, so he has no chance of beating it. If you guys are ready, I say we head out and show these meathead lumberjacks what we're made of.
This couldn't possibly go wrong.
We're all ready for the lumberjack games, though you should probably buy an alarm clock gadget first. You never know when you'll need one.
Of freaking course.
Okay, guys, let's head down there and win those talons from Jean Bisson. Sly, try to keep a low profile when we get close. We don't want him to recognize you. Excuse me, sir. We humble lumberjacks would like to participate in your lumberjack games.
Think you got what it takes to win the clockwork talons, eh? Well, I'm sure enough gonna let you play, so long as you pay the entry fee.
Much obliged, partner. We'll, just take our positions for the competition.
Enjoy the moment while you think you still got a chance. It's as close to winning as you'll ever get. This year's first event will be a power chopping contest. Not like anyone's ever gonna beat my record, but let them try.
Whop! 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 Kawasaki!
You need to chop strong if you hope to beat me. Eat the chop strong if you hope to beat me. Not bad, Hippo. But watch and learn as I destroy that log without even breaking a sweat.
Okay, Bentley, you're on. Plant the eagle egg on Bassan, and the angry eagle parent should swoop in and throw off his axe timing.
Please don't. Don't be aggro on me. Get stuffed.
What? I think you better rethink them scores, boys. What you intended to give me was perfect tens, right? So your pink friend knows how to handle an axe. Let's see how you handle a vertical wall of ice. Pretty good for a scrawny raccoon. Now, watch and learn as I demonstrate the art of...
Sorry about not telling you, Zoe. I'm trying to focus.
Hurry! Use those grapples to hook onto Bisson. You will need to hook him with all 3 lines to pull him off the wall.
Bombs away! You know, I don't get why he's getting zeros.
It seems you have pulled the wrong cards again. Did I ever tell any of you the story about the judge from last year's competition who mistakenly gave me a score other than 10?
You know, what's the point of the fucking games if you're just gonna intimidate your way?
With only one event to go. Unfortunately for you, I've saved my best event for the last. The spinning log competition.
Okay, looks easy enough. I just need to stay out of the water.
skilled log roller does it.
This is crazy. John Bisson's got those judges so intimidated, there's no way he can lose.
You're right, Murray. Those guys need to go. Okay, I'm just making this up on the fly, but what if I were to lure the judges one by one into that cave? Once inside, you two will knock them out and take their clothes.
Ingenious! When all 3 judges have been restrained, we'll be able to don our disguises and take their place at the judges' table. Sly, you can use the alarm clock gadget to distract the judges and lure them into the cave.
And that is why I don't like this mission.
But you'll have to move fast. Once John Bisson finishes the log rolling event, the gig is up.
Thanks, Tom. And like that, it's done and done.
What? Oh, I thought I warned you judges about the consequences for incorrect scores. Wait a second. You aren't the judges I hired. It's the scrawny raccoon and his annoying friends. Well, if you want the challenge, then why don't you just take them?
Oh, my aching head. Those talons really pack a punch. Sly! Murray! Wake up!
Yeah, I'm awake, but not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
Where are we? What's going on?
This looks like the sawmill control room. Bisson must have thrown us in here for interrogation later. I, for one, would like to escape before he returns.
It looks like we're pretty well sealed in here. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless you can fit through that hole.
I think I could squeeze through there. I'll drop down and try to free you guys from the outside. If there's any trouble, I'll call with this walkie-talkie. You might be able to help me with these sawmill controls.
While you guys do that, I'll try prying open that steel door. Given enough time, I might be able to make some progress.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck, Bentley. And remember to shout if I can help you from up here.
Bentley, you okay? I can't see you from in here, but I heard the fall.
I'll be fine. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Well now, Candy Britches. I should have figured a puny turtle like you'd find a rat hole to squirm through.
Well, I just dropped my glasses, had to come pick them up.
I ain't like you, boy. I ain't stupid. When y'all were unconscious, me and my boys paid a visit to your hideout and found all them clockwork parts. Lucky thing, too. Arpeggio is willing to plunk down a king's ransom for the whole lot. I even threw in the talons.
You sold all the clockwork parts? Arpeggio has them all?
I wouldn't expect one of your kind to understand the finer points of commerce. You turtles are too stupid to know a woodcutter from a woodchuck.
That's it. time I showed you just how stupid we turtles really are. Sly, on my command.
I hear you.
Prepare yourself, Bisson. En garde.
Okay, Walnut.
Get ready for a smushing.
Call out which lever I should pull.
Wait!
Okay.
Logs! Logs!
Uh-huh.
Logs!
On it.
Wait! Wait!
Come on in here, boys. Let's get this varmint.
Saw blades!
Done.
Logs! 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 Fire up!
Yep.
Logs!
Looks like I'm tougher than you are clever.
Call out which lever I should pull.
Saws?
Uh-huh.
Logs! Logs! Cook 'em!
Bam!
Flame 'em!
All right.
Flame 'em! Wait!
10-4.
Come on in here, boys.
Let's get this varmint.
Saws!
On it.
Sizzle is nizzle!
How's that?
Sizzle is nizzle!
Done.
Flames! Logs away! Saws! Saws!
Okay.
Saws?
10-4.
Blades! Blades!
Bam!
Blades! Flames!
On it.
Logs away! Sizzle is nizzle!
Eat dynamite, turtle.
Well, that's a little excessive.
Blades!
Done.
Fire up!
Come out, boys. Let's get to killing.
Blades! Blades! Blades!
All right.
Flame!
And like that, brains triumph over brawn.
I've been done in by some four-eyed turtle. Times have changed.
Once again, brains triumph over brawn.
Good job, little buddy. That was some fast thinking.
Don't forget about me.
You did a great job opening that door, Murray.
Thanks.
Attention, John Bisson. Arpeggio's carrier blimp will arrive to pick up the Northern Light battery in exactly 1 minute.
Okay, enough patting ourselves on the back. If we're going to get the clockwork parts back, we need to get onto that blimp.
The silo battery isn't far. If we run, we can make it.
Enough talk, let's move.
Shake a leg. That blimp's on its way.
Okay, that was way longer than 1 minute.
As we shut ourselves into the Northern Light battery, it became black. For a few long minutes, we just sat there in darkness. No one dared to talk for fear that Jean Besson's men might discover where we were hiding. Time seemed to have stopped. And then, we felt it. We were being lifted up to Arpeggio's blimp. It was all so strange. The focus of all our schemes had been stolen from us. Our clockwork parts were gone. Looking around the inside of the battery, I knew we all felt it. Failure. I was twitchy and ready for action. Any action. Bentley tried to make some sense of the situation by drawing up meaningless plans. But Murray took it the worst. He just sat there sobbing while the team van floated away over the horizon. That van was his life. I knew I'd have to find a way to make it up to him.
Now time for the final level. Anatomy for Disaster.
There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the clockwork parts for their criminal schemes. And now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together. And when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Okay, the only thing in this mission is you need to crack 5 of these eggs. Thankfully, there's only 2 types of guard here. You know, looking at them, it's the same guard. This one's on stilts and one has a jetpack. Okay, I have no idea why that triggered it. Apparently the music box can be used to remote trigger explosives. Oh no. Does it work? Does it really do that? Holy fuck, it does! How have I not known this? Banger of a hiding spot. Come on, tilt the other... Yes, I am very good at this game.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling clockwork, that's where you'll find it.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build a plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving clockwork.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
Yeah, it's funny, because you lost the parts. Ah, this is in case you fall off. Oh, I did not like that.
I had no idea they could reassemble clockwork so fast!
Calm down, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but he doesn't appear to be, you know, alive. Let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwork's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance. I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close. Clockwork appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance. These magnetic inducers seem holding the clockwork parts together. Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's Arpeggio. Neela? Neela's here too! I can't believe it! She must have been working with Arpeggio all along! There he is, the mastermind behind this blimp and the source of all our problems. I don't need to study those photos to see the writing on the wall. Clearly, Neela and Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwork, and it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwork from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together. If you reverse their polarity, it should pull Clockwork apart. Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
Hey, hey, hey!
Keys make... Music box makes this a hell of a lot easier.
Now get to the speed control station to slow down the spinning inducer.
Thank God Arpeggio and Neela don't pay attention to all this gunfire.
Now that the inducer decks are spinning slower, get up there and reverse the polarity of each deck.
Alright, time for the next one. Okay, one more.
What's all this then? The magnets have been reversed. But By Jove! It seems to have locked the clockwork parts into place! Excellent!
Sly Cooper! Of course this would be your doing.
Ah, Mr. Cooper. No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems to have had quite the opposite effect. I'm truly grateful. When fully powered up, I'll join myself to its circuits and be born anew!
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality! Immortality is what I seek. The other Claw Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the clockwork parts to drive their various trivial schemes. But not me. No, I saw them for what they really were. The keys to life eternal.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Claw Gang members, all the while not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
Ah, but acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper, what kept clockwork alive for thousands of years?
He was fueled by his hatred for my family.
Splendid! That's right! Hatred. Putting his gears and wires together was child's play, compared with accumulating that much hatred.
You can't make people hate.
Oh, my poor naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to command people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies. The only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Ah, hypnotize those who'd eaten food covered in illegal spice. Thank goodness for Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to consume the spice.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandishly cruel.
Cruel, perhaps, but necessary to give Clockwork his spark of immortality. Ah well, my new body awaits me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
This is preposterous! You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the clockwork frame or...
Behold, Clockla is born!
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the clockwork frame and the Union has produced Clockla. She's out and free to terrorize the world. This blimp is still in motion to Paris. I can only assume Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there will be no stopping Clockla. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance. In her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay strong. If we can disable the engines, that should be enough to weaken her to a state in which we can attack. Getting at these engines will require all three of us to work together in perfect harmony. We've pulled off some tough jobs in the past, But they were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through tonight.
You know, if we're taking out engines, it seems lucrative that this blimp should stay aloft, right? Like, if we take out the engines, like, surely we'd plummet.
Happy to have you along, Bentley. What do you need me to do?
Pickpocket the guard's keys to the engine room. Once you've got the door open, I'll take over.
Okay, you should take your position. It's not gonna take me long to lighten these guys of their keys.
The shrieking still creeps me out. I have legitimately got goosebumps now. This is why I'm spooked of owls.
I'm waiting by the engine room door.
Okay, Bentley, you're on.
Hey, Bentley, I'm looking at these, blueprints, and I think you've got to shoot out all the bulbs with your dart gun to get up to the second level. Here's the hard part. Once you shoot a bulb, you'll need to then take out the bulb the electricity is going to. If you miss and break the wrong bulb, there'll be a big power surge and kablam! Okay, pal. You're all set to bounce up to the next level. If I'm reading this right, it looks like you need to bomb those power nodes to get into the control room. Once that door is open, you'll be able to shut this engine down for good. Take it all the way, buddy. Flip the override switch and this engine is toast. That's one less engine for that creepy clockla thing to draw power from.
like I'm gonna need some help getting into that engine room.
Happy to help.
Bentley tells me that the door to that room is locked down by wall-mounted power stations located throughout this blimp. I'll need you to take out all the power stations and then pry open the door by hand.
No sweat, Sly.
Okay, I just realized that, you know, I'm playing and I got all the clue bottles, but what a great way to store explosive barrels. Right next to something hot. Hey, kitty. Whoa! Found a bug! Found a bug! Found a bug!
Tells me that the door to that room is locked down by wall-mounted power stations located throughout this blimp. I'll need you to take out all the power stations and then pry open the door by hand.
No sweat, Sly.
Oh, so fire is not one and done with these guys.
Your turn, buddy.
Careful, Sly. This place is packed with laser security. First, you'll need to make your way to the far end of this room. Then jump up to the second level to get at the engine room control center.
Yeah, apparently that's one hit kill. There we go.
You've gotten the shadow power move. That's lights out for this engine.
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
Room is locked down tight. Since we can't get in, I figure we'll have to destroy it from the outside.
I hope you're carrying some heavy explosives, Bentley, because that engine isn't small.
It just so happens that there's a ready supply of explosives already available on the blimp. Walk one of these TNT barrels up to that engine room to destroy it.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
The initial payload in that TNT barrel won't be powerful enough to do the job. If you pick up 3 magnetic chargers, you should achieve the necessary blast force to destroy the engine. It's simple, really. Just get close to the chargers, and they'll automatically attach to your barrel.
All right, let's blow stuff up.
Of freaking course. It couldn't be just a simple route. It's like I gotta go in some back-ass triangle. Alright. Okay, take the guy out first. Wait, I got shadow power up. Does that work in the barrel? No, it does not. The flashlight guard was about to turn around. Come on, Buster. Move on through. Come on. Thank God. Are you shitting me? Now it's not gonna spawn? Bombs away.
That should be the last time anyone puts that engine to use.
one of the engines that needs to be disabled. I won't lie to you, Murray. This is going to be a tough job that requires both our skills.
My skills? Okay, Bentley, if you say so.
First, I'll need to hack the stations controlling access to the engine room. Then, Murray, you'll need to head inside and use your muscle to finish the job.
The Murray will be ready to go.
Ooh. Oh, right, the music. What the hell? Make way for the Murray!
Make way for the Murray!
Hey, pal. Looks like you'll need to lift all those giant cylinders. Once they're locked in the up position, you'll be able to take them out from the top level. Heads up, pal. You've got company. Nice work. Head up to the second level and thunder flop on the giant cylinders. That should finish them off. Perfect. Now, head into the control room and pull the plug on this thing.
Bingo.
Another engine bites the dust.
And an unexpected windfall, I've been contacted by Inspector Fox over the shortwave radio. She's well aware of the dire situation we all face if Klakla becomes immortal and has agreed to join forces with us so that we can destroy the robotic bird. The only catch is that she's unable to locate this blimp on her radar. To help her hone in on our position, we'll need to boost the strength of 4 local radio towers. Once Inspector Fox is in range, she'll take one of us on board to act as a tail gunner in a dogfight against Klakla. This is it. We don't have time for another plan. We're almost over Paris, and if that hate hypnosis light show goes off, well, you know the story.
Okay, Sly, we need to send Carmelita a radio pulse so she can home in on the blimp. To do that, I'll need you to get on top of 4 very tall towers. They are too big to climb and too tall to jump up normally.
What's this all got to do with this thing you've got me wearing?
It's an experimental mega jump pack. By pressing the R2 button, you'll perform a huge jump, so be careful.
All right, sounds like fun. That's not